Hi, grade 5.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, dear.
Hi.
I'm just waiting for people to join from the waiting room and we will start. Okay, today we're going to finish reading Weslandia in your literature
What
anthology.
will we start with?
Your literature anthology textbook. The
Okay.
first session, we're just going to read.
We will read in the first session.
Yes.
Miss,
Yes, dear?
can I please pray for 5 minutes because along the people to join?
Can you what?
Like the people will join in about 5 minutes, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Can I pray in those 5 minutes? Like,
of course.
thanks. Miss,
Yes.
today not no people will come a lot because every Thursday the people is not a lot because like some people in the class make the Thursday that is a holiday. Like every Thursday we will not go the school or we will go the online like
When
open.
did we have Thursday as a holiday?
Yes,
You
they
mean
make it like this.
It's a trend. I think
It's the
for
trend
them.
not to attend school on Thursday?
Yes,
Yes, some people do
that's
not come.
like that. Not
Hmm?
thought about them.
Okay, I see a gun on my screen. Is that somebody's picture? Yes, Yassine said it. Yes, Reem?
We will make the third exam in school.
I can't
Your
hear you,
voice
Reem.
is
We will make the
not good.
exam in school.
The term exam?
Yeah.
Nothing has been announced yet. Nobody knows anything. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're still waiting for people to join. I have people still in the waiting room. Can you guys hear me? Am I the one who has bad connection?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
There's today a spelling activity.
Yes, there is a spelling activity at 2 p.m. Okay? 2 p.m. and you have until 11 to complete it. Okay, is this where we stopped? No. Okay, so we read about how, so we finished this page.
Excuse me, miss.
Learned. Yes.
Good
morning, Miss.
Good morning. What did you say, Shlo?
joining later.
Amr الثامن wants to get in the meeting.
Omar?
I think so.
I joined already.
Miss, will you resume the project?
Okay, listen, guys. Listen, guys. I'm going to have to mute you because there's a lot of noise coming from you guys. Okay, so I was telling you that we finished reading this page. We stopped here, I believe.
Yes, we stopped
Yeah, next
on
page.
the neighbor said to him it will be weeds.
Miss, we will not make the project presentation.
No, dear. There's nothing on the weekly plan for project presentation because I'm still receiving projects today. So today is the deadline.
Okay, 1
Okay.
second. I sent it to you
Where did you send it to me,
I
Yusuf?
think
on mail.
By mail? Okay, then I'm sure I got it.
Miss,
Yes?
sent it to you.
did you receive mine?
Guys, I don't remember whose I received and whose I didn't. As long as you entered my email correctly, like the way it is written on the project sheet, then I'm sure I received it. Okay?
Miss, I finished praying.
Do you receive my
Miss, I
homework?
finished praying. Did you start?
No, we didn't start yet.
Okay.
Do I receive your homework, Tanaha? Yes, I have received several emails from you, so I'm sure you have the email right. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm opening my book because this text isn't very clear for me. Did I receive your Shlook? I think I saw yours. Yes? I think so. Guys,
Yes.
as long as you
Miss,
entered my email correctly, it will send.
the last time we
1 second, guys.
Yes, I finished the project.
Okay, thank you, Isa.
Miss Hanan, can I start
Yes?
reading?
I'm
Miss, I
trying
sent you
to.
the project on the email.
Miss,
Hey guys, I'm
me,
checking.
I was the last one who read. We stopped
Yes,
at
you were.
we have my tea bed lamp on your hands. If you do not get those without warned his neighbor.
No, we finished that.
We finished when
We moved on to the next
stopped
page.
when he said the taste of his fruit.
Yeah, here.
No, we stopped when he said the taste of
Here?
his fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to this page and just summarize it before we move on. So up until now, the story seemed like it could happen in real life, but here we see that this story is actually a fantasy. What happened on this page? These seeds seem to mysteriously be planted by the wind. Once Wesley turns over a plot of land, and later when the plants begin to grow, they are not like any plant that is listed in plant books, and the fruit that comes from the plant is a combination of many different flavors, flavors that Wesley doesn't even have a name for. So there is no plant that tastes like pumpkin pie, right? So this is the first time that we really see that this is fantasy. Okay?
Miss,
All right.
Miss,
So
can I
we're
start
going to,
reading?
guys, raise your hand on the screen. I will call on you. I have 3 hands raised, and I will call on them.
Miss,
Yes, Habiba?
do you have today the spelling activity?
Yes, I just said, I think Aisel asked me. We have a spelling activity at 2. All right, it will
From
be
2 to
posted
11.
at 2, and you have until 11 to submit it. Okay, so first, Tanahi, you can read. Somebody read, I believe it was Duane. Who was the one who read this first paragraph? I don't remember, but we're going to go ahead and read it
No.
again because we're going to go ahead and start from here. All right, read it again. So Tanahi, you can read the first paragraph. Guy, Tito, I'm not going to call on you. See, I was just about to say Mustafa after Tanahi. There's a reason that your hands are raised. You don't have to keep saying, Miss, can I read? Okay. Tanahi, then Mustafa, then Habiba. All right. Go ahead, Tanahi. Start reading. Yes.
Ignore the shelf of the cereal in the kitchen. Wesley looked through breakfast and fruit. He dried half of the rind to serve
Ryan?
as a cup, built his own squeezing device, and drank the fruit juice through the day. Continue or stop?
Continue.
Miss.
Continue, dear. Can you hear me?
Pulling up a plant, he found. Yes, we can hear you. Pulling up a plant, he found a large tuber of the roots. These he boiled, fried, or roasted on the family barbecue, seasoning them with a pinch of plant's highly aromatic leaves.
All right. Thank
Aromatic
you.
leaves.
Thank you. So what did he do?
You're welcome.
He ignored the shelf of cereals in the kitchen. So instead of eating cereal for breakfast, he wanted to eat his fruit. All right. He dried half a rind. What is the rind? The rind is the outside of the fruit. So he dried it to serve as a cup. So he used it as a cup. And then he built his own squeezing device. He squeezed the juice out of the fruit and he drank it in his cup. He drank it throughout the day. All right. He found large tubers on the roots. What are tubers? These grow on the roots and they are part of a plant that you can eat. He boiled them, he fried them, he roasted them on the family barbecue, and he seasoned them with the plant's leaves. So for flavor, he took the leaves of this plant and he added it to the pan if he was frying it, or to the grill if he was roasting it. Okay. So everything came from his plant. The cup, the fruit itself, the juice, the food he ate, the tubers, right? Everything came from his plant. Okay. And what does aromatic mean? Aromatic comes from the word aroma. All right. Aroma means something that smells very strong. So this is probably why it gave it so much flavor. Okay, Mustafa, continue reading. Yes,
We took
Tanahi?
the word aroma. We took the word aroma as a vocabulary.
We
one
did?
time, but not this year.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
not this year.
Not
We
this
did
year,
with
yeah.
Weslandia.
Okay. All right, Mustafa, continue reading.
Yes. From unlike genes, right?
No, it was hot work.
No, from it was hot work. Sorry. It was hot work tending to his crop, keep off the sun. Wesley wove himself a hat from strips of the plant's woody bark. His success with the hat inspired him to devise a spinning wheel and a loom on which he wove a losing fitting rope from the stalk's soft inner fibers. Unlike jeans, which he found scratchy and heavy, the robe was comfortable, reflected the sun, and offered moral opportunities for packets.
Okay, thank you. So what did he do here? He made a spinning wheel. All right, he made a spinning wheel and a loom, and he weaved fabric to. He's weaving fabric to make a robe from the soft inner fibers of the plant stalks. We can see it on the left side here. Does everybody see his robe? You see the robe he is wearing? You see his clothes? He made this himself. All right, so he wove the fabric to make this robe. Okay, and all of this came from his crop. All right,
Fruit.
all of this came from his crop.
Fruit or fruit?
Crop, his crop,
Okay.
the crop that he grew. You see it in the photo? Okay.
Yes.
So the
Wait, but
author.
who's this?
What?
Who's this one cutting? Who's this one cutting trees?
This is Wesley.
Or the fruit.
Both of them are Wesley. So this is Wesley before on the right, and this is Wesley on the left after he has made his his clothes and he is cutting his crop. All right, this is Wesley. We know that this is Wesley on the right because Wesley is the one with the crazy haircut, and his father tried to bribe him. He told him, I will give you $5 if you cut your hair like the other boys, because he doesn't want the boys to make fun of him. He wants him to fit in, but he says, no, I am unique and I want to keep my hair like this. So Wesley is very different from every boy his age. Okay. So the author contrasts the scratchy, heavy jeans with a comfortable robe made from plant fibers. So it says, unlike jeans, which he found scratchy and heavy, the robe was comfortable. So he prefers to dress like this. Okay, it also has many pockets. Unlike jeans that would only have 2 pockets in the front and 2 pockets in the back, this has many pockets. Okay, Habiba, can you continue reading?
Yes, miss. His schoolmates were scornful, then serious,
Then curious.
grudgingly,
Then curious. What does it mean to be
then
curious?
to want to know everything.
All right, so they were first scornful. They were not nice about it, but then they were curious. They wanted to understand, what do you mean you made your own crop? How is it that you made it? You have your own crop, you grew your own crop, and you use every part of the plant for food, for clothing. All right, so they are, now they are curious. Continue.
Yeah. Grudgingly,
Grudgingly.
Wesley allowed them 10 minutes apiece at his mortar, crushing the plant seeds to collect the oil. This oil had a tangy scent and served him both as suntan lotion and mosquito repellent. He rubbed it on his face each morning and sold small amounts to his former tormentors at, at the price of $10 per bottle.
All right. So he let his friends, not his friends, they are not considered his friends because they're not friendly, but his classmates, um, he allowed them each to come and spend 10 minutes in his in what he calls Weslandia, right? And they helped him crush the plant seeds to collect oil from it. All right, so Wesley discovered that he can collect oil from his plant, all right, and it can be used as both a suntan lotion to protect him from the rays from the sun, and also to repel mosquitoes. All right, so does everybody know there's a spray called Off? Do we know this spray that you spray on your body so that mosquitoes don't bite you?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so he uses this for both purposes, for both sunscreen or sunblock, and also as a mosquito repellent. Okay, he rubbed it on his face each morning, and his former tormentors, so he calls them former. Former means they used to be his tormentors, but now they are, of course, now they want to be his friends. All right, and he sold it to them for $10 per bottle. One second, guys. We're missing a page, I think. Yes, 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
There's a page missing.
Miss,
It's not here, so we're just going to
the
read it from
screen
the
is not
textbook.
on the.
We're going to read it from the textbook, okay, guys?
Yes, the sharing screen is become off. Yes, it's become again.
Okay, so does everybody have their textbook?
Yes, I have the language
Yes.
practice book and the big book and
208.
the window.
Page 208 in the big book.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to open it.
Open it, Miss.
Miss, we finished reading?
No, we're not finished reading. We are, there's one page missing on my screen. All right, so see, we have here 206 and 207, and then 208 and 209 are missing. We only have 210 and 211. If you guys give me 1 minute, I can put it on the screen for you.
Okay.
Should I do that? So not many of you have your books, right? 1 second. How many of you have contacted the school about books that are missing? The books that you are missing in class, the ones that you left at school, did you contact administration? I know some of you don't have your books. I know Zain is missing books. Reem, did you contact
Mamdouh.
Mr. Osama or Miss Sonia?
Also Mamdouh.
Mamdouh also, yes. Did anybody contact Miss Sonia?
Reem.
Then I will contact her today.
Yes,
We'll
Reem is
contact
not
her
open
today.
and Zain.
Okay.
Miss, page
Also,
208.
you do not open their mouth.
Yes, I got the page now for you guys. Okay, I will share the screen 1 second. Can you see my screen, guys? Grade 5, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes.
Okay. Alday, can you read the first paragraph and the second, or read until I tell you to stop, and then Isil can read.
What happened to your watch? Asked his mother one day. I finished.
There, Alday?
Yes, I am here.
All right, continue reading.
Wesley admitted that he no longer
Admitted?
wore it. He told time by the stalk that he used as a sundial
Sundial?
and had divided the day into 8 segments. The number of petals on the plant's flowers.
All right,
He
continue.
adopted a new counting system as well, based
Likewise.
upon the number 8. His domain home to many such
Innovations.
innovations. He named Weslandia.
Okay, thank you. So Wesley names his civilization Weslandia. Okay, he stopped wearing his watch because he used the stalk that is part of his plant. He used it as a sundial, and he used this plant to tell time. All right, so he divided the day into 8 segments, the number of petals on the plant's flowers, and he used this to tell time. Okay, he also adopted a new counting system, so he did not use the same counting system that we do. He used his own that was divided. It was based also on the number 8, and here it says that he named his civilization Westlandia. Okay, Aysel?
Miss,
One second, yes?
so Westlandia is the name of the story and the name of his civilization.
His civilization, yes. So this is why the story is called Westlandia, because this is the name of his civilization. Okay? Go ahead, Isa.
Wesley made up his own. These were designed for a single player and used many different parts of the plant. His spectators looked
Aysel, can you raise your voice and move closer to the mic, please? Sorry.
His spectators looked on with envy, realizing that more players would offer him more scope. Wesley invented other games that would include his schoolmate games, which were strategy and complex scoring. August was unusually hot. Wesley built himself a platform and took to sleeping in the middle of Westlandia. He passed the evening playing a flute he fashioned from a stalk or gazing up at the sky, renaming the constellations.
Okay, thank you. So we can summarize all of this information about Wesley's civilization on this page and on the previous page. We know that the whole civilization is based on one single plant, for which Wesley has many uses, many interesting uses. The plant provides food for him. It provides clothing for him. It creates a new way of telling time and a new counting system. All of this is based on this plant, and he also creates games that use different parts of the plants. Okay, it says here the schoolmates look on with envy, so they are jealous, right? Because they want to play, and he invents games that they can play also. So what do you predict is going to happen now with Wesley and his friends? What do you think? Or Wesley and his former tormentors? Do you think that things are going to change now that he has Westlandia?
No, I think that one of them will not be happy with the land, so he will cut the tree or something like this.
You think so? Okay. Does anybody else have another idea? Amr, what do you think is going to happen?
Me, miss?
Yeah.
I think they will be friends, but in the last of the story,
In the
Okay,
end,
we're almost at the end of the story.
yes.
What do you think?
In the they will still be tormentors, but in the last of the story, in the last page, they will be best friends.
Best friends? Okay, so let's read and see.
Miss, can I read?
Thank you, Aysel. Next, I have Kinsey and Yassine are going to read. Go ahead, Kinsey.
Okay. His parents noted Wesley's improved morale. It's the first time in years he's looked happy, said his mother. Wesley gave them a tour of Weslandia. What do you call this plant? Asked his father, not knowing its name. Wesley had begun calling it Swiss from the sound of its leaves rustling in the breeze.
Okay, thank you. Yassine, continue.
Okay. In mixing the plant's
In
oil
like manner.
in like manner, he did named his new fabrics, games, and food until he did create an entire league.
Entire language.
mi-
An entire language.
Mixing the plant's oil with soot, Wesley made a passable ink. As the finale to his summer project, he used the ink and his own 80-letter alphabet to record the history of his civilization's founding. In September, Wesley returned to school. He had no shortage of friends.
Okay, thank you. So, how did first at the top, let's look at his parents. All right. So at the beginning of the story, Wesley's parents did not like that Wesley was different from the other boys. They were upset that he was going through a difficult time because of the way he was treated, because he is different. So his father even told him that he will give him $5 to cut his hair like the other boys in order to fit in, but he refused. But by the end of the story, they notice that Wesley is better, and it says that his
my
parents.
iPad charged off.
Okay. His parents noted Wesley's improved morale. It's the first time in years he's looked happy, so they notice that he looks better, that he is
unique.
They notice that people are now accepting him for who he is, right? He didn't have to change. Okay. So with patience, they learned that he is a unique and very clever boy who was able to do all of this, and they began to admire him for who he is, right? So he didn't have to change to be like them. All of them now want to be cool like Wesley, all right? So Wesley is the one who made his own civilization, and they are all fascinated by this, okay? And we can tell more. We can tell that the parents want to they support Wesley and they want to learn more about the civilization, because it says here they want to know what the plant's name is. And what does he name his plant? What does he call his plant? He calls it a swist, right?
Yeah.
He began calling it a swist from the sound that the leaves make rustling in the breeze. And
I
yes,
have something.
yes.
And all of them are also wearing the same thing that he is wearing.
That's right. Okay, so it says in September, Wesley returned to school. He had no shortage of friends. What do we say a shortage is? A shortage is when we have
Small amount of something.
a very small amount of something, not enough of something, right? So he had no shortage of friends means that he has many friends
lot of
now.
friends.
He does not have a shortage of friends anymore.
So, Miss, he don't have shortage of.
He has no
tormentors.
shortage of friends. Okay?
Yeah, he have shortage of tormentors. Yes.
He has a shortage of tormentors. That's right. Okay. So how does Weslandia represent a made-up setting?
What?
How does it
Because
a made-up setting, a make-believe setting? Is this possible?
I believe,
Yes.
no, of course not.
Yes? You think so?
Maybe.
No, of course
All
not.
right, so the setting includes
How
a
would you
mysterious new plant that has never been known before, and Wesley is able to create a whole civilization in his backyard. This is something that is not possible. So this is how we know this is a fantasy. Yeah. Okay, and based on the
This is
mysterious plant, he
impossible.
creates a language. He establishes a new alphabet. He records the history of his civilization's founding. All of this in one summer. So it says he mixed the plant's oil. He made ink, and he made his own 80-letter alphabet to record the history.
80.
80. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Okay.
What?
Miss, we
So
finished
what
the
do you
story, yeah?
think? What do you guys think the theme of this story is?
The theme. What is the theme? Because I forgot. Sorry.
What is a theme?
Miss, I know.
The message.
The author message.
Okay.
I know.
All right. So what do you think the theme of the story is? Who knows? Omar?
True. I can't say. I know.
Okay, go ahead, Abdurrahman.
That being different is not bad.
Okay. Being different is not that bad. All right. Following your own path. What if you follow your own path? It will eventually lead to happiness, right? When you do things
Miss,
your
I
way,
think
it will
I
make
have
you.
something.
Go ahead, tell me.
It's same. It's like Abdurrahman Tarahi. Being different is sometimes better than being like us. Like
Allah.
That's right. That's right. So being different is never a bad thing, right? All of these are themes of this story. Okay, very good. All right, let's go back now to the essential question. This is on the first page of the story, page
Miss, and I think also
198.
Miss, and I think also using things from nature can do a bit can do good things.
Excellent. So our essential question is, how can learning about nature be useful? So
Be resourceful.
all right, very
Listen,
good.
something else.
Yes.
Like you can make like many things with the plant and use
With
it.
nature.
That's right. So
nature.
learning about nature can lead to new ideas, to new ways to provide food, to provide clothing, and to provide protection, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
think about how
is a
he made
resourceful.
sunscreen, how he made mosquito repellent. All of these things are real, are true in real life, right? So everything is extracted from nature, from things that we find in nature.
So Miss, he is resourceful.
He is very resourceful, yes, more than anybody I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, it says 6 minutes left. So, since we finished the story, we're going to go ahead and end the meeting so that it has time to convert. Join again at 12:05.
we didn't.
Okay, 12:05. Join again.
Okay.
All right,
after
and we will answer some questions. Okay, 12:05.
Miss, we need which books?
We in the second session, you need this book and your notebook, and also the Your Turn Practice workbook.
Literature Anthology.
This literature anthology, your notebook, and your practice workbook.
Okay. We don't need the practice.
You don't need the what?
Text. Language arts.
No language arts. No grammar today. Just reading.
Okay.
Yay! I don't
Like
know
we will
grammar
not use the textbook and the practice book.
Yes.
No.
All right,
Your
guys, I'm going to
turn,
go ahead and
practice
end the meeting so we'll have time to convert and we can start our session on time. Okay?
Okay.
12:05. Join again.
Miss.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Miss, we have reading quiz this week.
No, we don't.
No. The next week we will have, yes?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
No,
We will have
next
to-
week I haven't announced yet. But this week we do not have. Okay?
Please no, Miss.
All right. Bye, guys. 12:05. Bye.
Okay. Bye.